Okay, so Makaveli versus Fatality. I'm also just actually going to pull up Wikipedia. Okay, so this is the spawn that Fatality got last time that we didn't actually get to see, right? That's, I think pretty much what just happened. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull up CPL. I'm just trying to pull up the year of this event, right? I want to know how much time's passed. How much of a story are we telling here? So, Atomic Arena. It looks like we've actually jumped ahead. We have jumped ahead to... We have not jumped ahead. We have jumped backwards. This is 2 months prior. So Fatality versus Makaveli. So basically, you know, the same time, but a little bit earlier. Might be a little bit rougher around the edges. I'm keen to see how Fatality approaches it. I'm keen to see how Makaveli approaches it, right? Makaveli, strong Quake 2 player. Nice trap there. Makaveli, the score is not 1-6. Thank you, scoreboard. It's doing its best. So Fatality, I like this. This again looks like something a modern player would do. He's got to be careful of the spam through the floor, and he does get kind of dinked a little bit there on the way past. Mega's going to be up. Fatality might make a dive for it, and he thinks about it. You know, you kind of feel him think about it. Makaveli wants nothing to do with this Mega. Surely Fatality just drops down to take it, but apparently not. He wants OG instead. Makaveli, there was no world in which he could actually pressure Fatality at Mega if Fatality just went for it. Go, take it, it's yours, and rocket jump. Oh. See, Makaveli was chasing behind, so there's actually the risk there that you get pulled up. But anyway, Fatality playing the top of the map as we have already seen he loves to do. Oh, and he does the little nipple jump as well. That's not easy, right? Like, these guys pick this stuff up pretty quickly. It's amazing to see. I really am surprised by how precise these games are in many ways. Solid rockets there. Makaveli not happy about that one. Fatality with no rockets. He's not able to rocket jump up to punish critically. Not that I think he necessarily would. You know, I'm not sure, right? Rocket jumps are something you really have to learn, have to embrace, and I don't know how common they were in games in this era, right? We definitely saw in that 24 Fatality rocket jumping a lot, but that was also a game where he was very, very comfortable. And Makaveli, unfortunate spawns here. He's going to go down. Loads of HP on the map for Fatality to stack back up on. Red is going to be coming. Actually already gone. Makaveli might have spawned there? I don't think so. I reckon LG as well. You can see Fatality's thinking about this LG spawn. I'm thinking about this LG spawn. I'm also thinking about this Mega, which is going to be up for Fatality. Nice rocket jump escape. Not as important to do it then as it was earlier, but... Oh, again, that movement isn't easy to do, so Fatality, right? Like, he's got his movement down. It's really crisp. Players who win a lot have really good movement, and a player who can identify, you know, this early on, how to practice their movement and how to be so smooth around the map, right? It's no wonder he won so much. Fatality knows that he's got Makaveli trapped there and he's pretty much free to do whatever he wants. I would like to see him not sit on this Mega platform early. It just gives me a bit of anxiety. Because these days, right, like, if players know you're going to be sitting on that platform, there are going to be rockets with your name on it. They're going to be able to, like, take positions to pressure you and do all sorts of stuff, right? If I knew someone was going to be sitting on a Mega platform like that, I would be pushing the shit out of them. Alright, a little bit of a confrontation down below, but on the whole, Makaveli laying low and letting Fatality do his thing as he collects another red armor to pull himself up. Again, getting closer and closer to the scary stack. Better timing there for Fatality. I like that movement a little bit more. You know, he's dominant right now, and he's looking to extend his lead while he has this control. Makaveli, he's going to be trying to stage, you know, a good trap, maybe catch Fatality while he's dropping down with LG, you know, catch a nice rocket in a doorway or something. And I'm a little bit sad that Makaveli hasn't had more of a presence in the middle of the map while Fatality's collecting that red armor. Now, oh, that was good. That was pretty good. That rocket didn't hit quite as hard as I think it probably, like, should have. It looked really on track. It didn't do... Or did it do about 100 damage? I don't know. It's hard to know, right? Maths is hard. And Makaveli actually gets a lot of damage, rocket jumps to a position above this Mega. The grenade spam is solid. Makaveli has an HP bubble, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. The rocket jump from Fatality, a little bit unexpected there. And yeah, I mean, just the through-fall or damage changes a lot of these positions, right? Like, it means that it's much harder to pressure the red armor reliably from above without getting owned. Whereas in Quake Live, you know, if you're not showing up above that red armor to put pressure down, you're making a critical mistake. You know, almost every single time. Obviously, there's no absolutes in Quake, but, you know, putting pressure on red armor from above, pretty much a rule of DM13. I really like this aim. Again, Fatal1ty, you know, letting his position do the talking. He doesn't want to have to move his mouse too much. His crusty, difficult to control bull mouse. And it's really odd as well that Fatal1ty's timing looks so much better here. You know, maybe a player who times very, very well in control when his opponent gives him space but under pressure, not able to maintain it quite as well on this map. Beautiful collection of the Mega. Makaveli had no place to be there to get that exit damage, right? If you're going to exit damage the Mega, you have to stand further back. If you stand that close and your opponent gets a fast exit, they're just going to run over you and own you. Makaveli, he could have stayed there. And instead goes for the lava bath. Unfortunate. I don't know why this demo was necessarily in the pack, right? And I don't know what demos were collected. So, you know, there's a Python demo in this pack, Python versus Blue. Python, a bit of a novelty player, right? Like an Australian, it's exciting. There's an Elan demo, South Korean, bit of a novelty player, right? People want to check out who this guy is. I'm guessing Makaveli, as a strong Quake 2 player, as a really, you know, like, notable name of the time, this must have been kind of a clash of American titans, right? 04, still definitely building a name for himself in this era, I guess. And Fatal1ty was as well. I don't know who had the first big win. I think it actually might have been Fatal1ty, with 04 winning a few more things towards the second half of the year. I believe that's how it went. 55 on that Mega. Fatal1ty. Again, I'm just so surprised that his timing has been, like, this precise, when it really just wasn't in the previous game we saw, which was 2 months later. What went wrong? Did he forget how to time? Solid spam there, but I don't know why Makaveli would necessarily be in that position, and Fatal1ty, he's confused about this red armor. We can actually bring up timers. I didn't need to. But we can check in here and see when these items are coming. And interestingly, it looks like Makaveli's been fairly good at taking that yellow armor in the Mega Room when Fatal1ty isn't there. Right, there have been quite a few times when I could almost forget we're playing the weird Quake 3 version that has yellow in front of Mega. Makaveli knows when he's getting over. And yeah, I mean, look, this is just more Fatal1ty domination. I love to see it. So, you know, the previous event we saw, right? Blue won out over Fatal1ty. I'm pretty sure CPL Razer... I'm pretty sure this is one Fatal1ty wins, right? And look, I just don't think Makaveli has anything to bring to this game. I'd love to get Makaveli on the show, right? Like, do some interviews with him, talk to him about these days, watch one of these games and just be like, what was happening, right? What were you thinking about while you were getting owned by Fatal1ty 20 years ago? And I really want to watch a DM6. I'm going to give Makaveli 2 more minutes, just like I did with S21, or S210. Makaveli's stuck up, he's trying to collect this red armor desperately. Fatal1ty playing for the pummel. Absolute humiliation. You know, the scoreboard is dreaming of a closer game, but we all know better. 8 frags in it. I don't know what's going on with the scoreboard there. And yeah, I think it might be time to call it. I said I was going to give him longer, but he's just not doing anything here. Like, nothing's going to change in the next minute, right? That was a pretty good shotgun play, and it forces Fatal1ty to be a little bit cautious, but it's not going to break his cycle on these items. This Mega's coming. This Mega's gone? I don't know. Fatal1ty doesn't know, so I don't know. I only see what Fatal1ty sees. Makaveli going to steal away a red as well. He's done pretty well. He's not going to have loads of HP, but there's a 50 bubble there left by Fatal1ty, and I think Fatal1ty probably could have actually afforded to pick that bubble up to deny it, you know, for no other reason than just making sure that Makaveli can't take it. Makaveli, the rocket jump up, it's going to leave himself so open to LG. Fatal1ty hits like an absolute champion and then just moonwalks out of there. Makaveli can't push through that doorway. The defensive rockets of Fatal1ty too strong. Fatal1ty in the driving seat of that situation from the get-go. Makaveli thought he was the playmaker, but really he was the fly trapped in the spider web. The spider trapped in the fly web. I mean that is a fairly nice place to conclude this, I think, right? Makaveli tries to make a play and just turns into a plaything of Fatal1ty's. So interesting to watch. So interesting to see. But that is enough.